It is with great gratitude and thanks that I speak in regards to the support being given to our development Laguardia houses. I am appreciative of the finances and funding being given to help improve the quality of living for us all. These notices were posted in our buildings to let the residents know who is supporting you in regards to needed repairs. And I hope you remember Councilman Marte when it's time to vote. Councilman Marte has supported LaGuardia from the day I became president. And by support, I mean he shows up, and if unable, sends a representative instead. He or they attend our monthly meetings, finance and attend our family day events, and fought so hard against the city of Yes that he was willing to come to our monthly meeting and do a full presentation concerning it himself. That's how much he believes in LaGuardia and the hope that I have of improving the quality of living for us all. We didn't have enough money to repair all mailboxes, so we had to pick and choose among those buildings who needed it the most. This is why resident participation is needed, because where little money exists, choices have to be made. And if all are not receiving it, then no matter what is decided, somebody's going to be left out, even if applied to the ones who need it the most. I learned early in my presidency that talking about a problem is one thing, but actually seeing it is another. So I invited Councilman Marte, the New York State Assembly member Grace Lee, and a staff representative of Congressman Dan Goldman on a walkthrough of our development. I wanted them to see the need, not just hear about it. And they saw it, and 1.6 million are the results of the dedication and follow-up of Councilman Marte. I don't want to leave tenant involvement out of the equation because there were also tenants present who pointed out and highlighted the need, who wanted to remain anonymous, not looking for fanfare or to have their names publicized. But I wanted to communicate to you that tenants matter. And while you may believe that what you're saying is insignificant, it all depends on who you're saying it to and the ability to hear what it is you're trying to tell them. Some people tune out when you're ranting and raving in front of their faces and hear nothing but disrespect. Others look for the meat of what you're saying and toss out the bones. During this walkthrough, there was a man ranting and raving about the cameras in the buildings not being used. He actually put on a show telling everybody present how this wouldn't be allowed if he lived in the buildings across the street where $5,000 per month for rent was being charged. And he asked all of us, what was the point of having cameras being there if not used? To this day, he has no idea how he got the ball rolling for them to review the cameras within this development. It was a valid question, deserving of some answers. And yes, it was a fight to get them to use it, and it's still a fight to convince residents that they can and will use it when following the instructions given to enable them to do so. That part. It's not a perfect system yet, but continual use and operation will help it become a standard. And for that, we need tenant participation. NYPD is not reporting on your broken doors and mailboxes. The night your property manager is focused on a ticket concerning it in order to make the repairs. They are not reporting vandalism, nor are they reviewing any cameras without knowledge of when it occurred. Only a tenant who's seen or knows it can do so. So tenant participation is indeed needed. If these are truly your homes, which you intend to keep while fighting against privatization, don't wait until the arrival of new mailboxes and entrance doors to protect what's yours. Shout out to the New York State Assembly member Grace Lee, who helped us push the paperwork forward for our initial mailboxes when NYCHA said no to all capital projects, refusing to spend money due to the deficit they experienced due to the non-payment of rent and the back rent owed and due, which resulted from COVID. I need you to understand the money was there and had already been approved for these first two mailboxes. But NYCHA refused to spend it and tried to hold it hostage because that's what we're working with as TA leaders. So thanks once again to all who are supporting our collective fights.